This is everything that happened at the 51st birthday of Obi Cubana. On January of 2026, he made a promise that he would be unveiling the first building at the Cubana Millennium City on his birthday, April 12th.
When you dream, you can achieve. When you wish, you can make it happen.
This seemed so impossible because construction had barely started at the time. Four months later, I'm here in Asaba to see if Obi Cubana kept this promise. I arrived in Asaba a day to his birthday and the city was already saying his name. Before I even got in my ride, I saw billboards, posters of the Cubana Millennium City everywhere at the airport. Everything about this project is treated with maximum attention and taken very seriously. At this point, I just couldn't wait to get to the location to see how far the project has come. The road leading to the Cubana Millennium City wasn't completely done yet. That much was obvious. But here's the thing, it was nothing like before. The last time I came here, this was just an empty idea on paper. Now, the difference is clear. Looking at the construction of the gate alone, it's looking like a mansion. This is the work going on at the Cubana Millennium City. Is epic. Currently, I'm about to go find Obi Cubana. Let's find him and know what's up. So just a couple of months ago, like 4 months ago, there was no block in this city. The 51st birthday celebration will be held here, right next to the new building. Workers were already putting up a giant tent, which will be the birthday venue. Celebration and construction living right next to each other. I walked around, camera in my hand, watching these workers work under the Asaba heat. Nobody looked panicked, nobody looked stressed, but I was. I was because everything is not close to done and in few hours this should be unveiled. Will they be able to pull it off? Then I saw him, Obi Cubana. He wasn't on the phone from Lagos, not behind the deck somewhere. He was right there on the site, walking the same grounds as his workers, moving through the dust like a man who had no intention of losing. I moved fast and got a quick video of him speaking about the project.
All right, so just like magic, this is an example of your dreams are valid and dream come true, okay? So is this exactly 5 months we did the groundbreaking of this city on 2nd of December 2025, and today is 10th of April 2026. This is the 5th month, and then see what we've been able to create from the city gate to the sample building to all the structures going up to the infrastructure. Your dreams are valid. Chase your dream, get it done. You can do this always.
There was something in his voice that I couldn't shake. Not arrogance, definitely not anxiety. Just certainty. The kind that only comes from someone who had already decided how the story ends. Standing there, I started to believe him. But belief and completion are two very different things.
That's a banana land of talking, so talking from experience.
Yes. This event is strictly by invitation.
Yes, of course.
Look at, I want to put this on.
Okay, you can put. So this is Cubana Millennium City, the jewel on the Niger. See you tomorrow for the unveiling of the most luxurious building down here.
All right, so yeah, you heard it all. Cubana Millennium City is active. Let's get it. After the site, we drove to Oba, his hometown. Obi Cubana and his wife, Lush Ebi, were quietly coordinating a charity initiative through the Kick Foundation. No big announcement, just work that needed to be done.
Are we at team? Everyone look here. And then Kick Foundation. Let's go.
Then later that day, he had a quick photo shoot for tomorrow's birthday. He will be 51 years old tomorrow and he has a city to unveil before sunset.
Okay, so on action, just raise your head up. Avoid the wall. Let's go. In 3, 2, 1, action. Look up. Nice one. Nice one.
It's the day of the birthday. I got to the venue early. They were still finishing the hall decor when I arrived. What was scaffolding and plastic the day before had become something else, draped late and arranged looking like luxury. Obi Cubana was already there. On his own birthday morning, he was already on site.
Please, Justin, can they put the ribbon, please? Yes. So that these are people for the government house, so just put the ribbon. So that
Moving through the space, checking every corner, making sure everything was exactly right. Because today wasn't just a birthday, the governor of Delta State was coming to cut the ribbon. A governor's presence changes the weight of everything. It tells investors, the public, Nigeria, this is real. There could be no mistakes. So he walked the building himself, like a man whose word was on the line, because it actually was. 4 months ago, he said it publicly. On my birthday, I will unveil a finished house in the Cubana Millennium City. At the time, construction hadn't really started. People heard it and smiled. A finished house in 4 months from the ground on a site that is still an empty land. Standing inside that building now, tiles down, walls painted, doors fitted, ready. I understood something about this man. He does what he says and he says what he does. Later that day, the guests started arriving. Friends, families, dignitaries. Obi Cubana welcomed every one of them the way he always does, not like a celebrity greeting fans, but like a host who actually wants you there. Then the energy shifted. The governor arrived.
His Excellency, the Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Francis Brewery, JP, Governor Delta State, has arrived.
all government officials, the MD and DDC, my Igwe, there's Oboko the second, my beautiful wife, my associates, my partners, friends and families, I welcome you all. Thank you so much for honoring me on this great day, my birthday, my 51st birthday actually. And this year I call this one Akulueono, meaning bring it back home. Today I feel honored, I feel proud, because when this dream was conceived, many people doubted the reality. When I set the date for this commissioning, 98% of everybody, including people here, doubted. But we were focused. We were supported all the way by the beautiful people, especially the government of this beautiful state, Delta State. Here we are no hiccups. Those communities, we are so nice. Everything worked in our favor. And today, I stand before you all with all sense of pride to say that when you dream, you can achieve. When you wish, you can make it happen. When you have God, everything is possible. I will say I'm a fulfilled man because we're just starting, but I'm a happy man, and with the presence of the dignitaries here, the people here, the clement weather, you know that God is with this project. I thank you everyone who believed. I thank you everybody who doubted. And I thank you everybody who has been there with us. And I say to you today, standing behind me, that can compete with any building globally. It's an edifice that has been built in a record time. 0 error, 100% perfection. And today, before God and before men, I'll be happy to present this to the Executive Governor of Delta State and to stand before you guys to thank him for the support. There were no disturbances by any agency of the government. And like I said, the host communities, the 2 local government chairmen are here, smiling, proud, the commissioners, the directors, everybody that made this day a reality. They are all here. I thank you all, and I say Delta State is a state to be. Delta State is the state to come to and invest. This is one of the most friendly states for investors. That is real and genuine investors. I thank you all, and Mr. Excellency today, I thank you everyone. I thank you so much, and I hope that you continue to give us your love and support. Thank you, Your Excellency, sir.
I would like to first of all congratulate my dear brother Obi Cubana on adding another year. Give God all the glory for keeping you to celebrate yet another year. Here in Delta State, investment is safe. So your investment is safe. Congratulations and God bless. I want to sincerely thank you and appreciate you for the honor of naming a place after me called Right Honorable Sheriff Oborewori Boulevard. I don't want a station when I leave office in 2031, you go and change it to somebody else Boulevard. So it's Sheriff Oborewori Boulevard. Congratulations and God bless.
The governor stood in front of what had been an empty land 4 months ago and acknowledged what this moment meant. Not just for Obi Cubana, but for Delta State, for Asaba, for the region.
Cubana, Billionaire City, on behalf of the state government, people of Delta State, I commission this project in the name of God the Father, in the name of God the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Eventually, the ribbons fell. The night belonged to everyone. Artists performed, the crowd celebrated, tables were full, the music was loud, and the kind of joy that only comes from a mission accomplished filled every corner of the tent. But the moment I'll remember the most, the construction workers were at the party. The men who had laid every brick, beat every deadline, walked through the heat to make this real. They were there inside the celebration, not forgotten at the gate. Because a man who understands buildings don't build themselves. This wasn't just a birthday, it was proof. He called it the Dubai of Nigeria. And standing there that night, watching Asaba light up under those tent lights, I started to see it too.